Hello and welcome back to the DFC Energy Planning course and to the LEAP lessons that we will now start up with the second half. I hope you had a good break for almost a month and are ready to continue. In this short video, we're going to talk about the previous lessons and also what we're going to do with the next lessons. So we're going to reflect shortly on lesson 2 and the Q&As for that. And we are going to reflect, or we're going to talk about what we have learned so far and what is going to come in the next two lessons. So in terms of lesson 2, I think it has been marginally fine. It was out a little too late. I realized that many of you hadn't had time to see the videos before the Q&A. So that's why we have these lessons coming out before the weekend, and lesson 4 coming out on Monday. That's the plan, at least. So you will have a good 48 hours to watch the videos before we will have Q&A sessions. I will not have an exercise to lesson 3, but I will prepare a few LEAP models that have some of the solutions to some of the more complex or special issues that we will come through here in lesson 3. So you will get that on the SharePoint as well. To talk about what we have learned in lesson 1 and 2. Lesson 1 and 2 were mostly the basic to mid-level subjects you need to have in control before you have a model that you can fully make. That also means for quite a lot of the demand models that are made in LEAP, you can actually make them end-to-end now. There's a reason why we haven't covered electricity. That's usually often done in other models that are more advanced, and it takes into account transmission investments and so on that LEAP is not readily available for, although LEAP is improving in that regard. But with what you have learned in lesson 1 and 2, you can actually make a full end-to-end model that it will fill the purposes of most needs. So I think that's something to celebrate. That also shows that quite a lot of models that you see, unless it's from a big multilateral organization such as IEA or ARENA, are really not that complex. They are just very thorough in their data for their local area or subject that they work with. Here in lesson 3 and 4, we are going to work with a little more special topic or advanced topics, which means these topics that we're going to look at is not something that you necessarily have to make a basic model, but it is something that is very specific to if you need it, you absolutely need to know how to do it. So how to handle biomass, electricity sector analysis, along with the rest of your model, optimization will come in lesson 4. And that's also, you can do a full system analysis with all the different elements that are in these full systems, whether that will be regarding biomass or fossils, and differences between scenario futures that differs quite a lot, and how to accurately or really well compare these. So that is what we're going to work in this lesson and the next. So let's get started on that.